potential of a sundering after midnight, I think that's a high chance. Perhaps. And maybe the Titans come back and try to forge the world back together. I'm expecting Hour of Twilight and Midnight. I think that's a relatively fair expectation. The Hour of Twilight. Sure sounds like something orchestrated through time, by the way. Twilight, light and dark bridging. Some Aman'Thul shit, potentially. I could see Wetlands, Arathi Highlands, and even Twilight Highlands being destroyed, separating the Eastern Kingdoms into two landmasses. Dude, that would be pretty cool, Roden. I think that's what's so cool is now I'm like, I've played WoW long enough now that I have like this romanticized vision of what the Ghostlands could become. I have such vivid memories of the Ghostlands. If you were to rebuild the Ghostlands with like the updated graphics of Maldraxxus and stuff like that, dude, oh my God. Like I just believe so hard in like what these things could become. I just think that's pretty cool. I would love to see these old zones redone, man, because it's just the game is so much more beautiful now than it was before. Like a redone Eversong Woods, man, I can't even fucking wrap my head around that. You know, a redone like fucking Tirisfal Glades or like Silverpine Forest or something. Like, I know they touched some of that with Kata as well, but so maybe things like Plaguelands being redone or like getting an update of some kind would just be so sick, dude. Oh, fuck. Didn't they make mention of redoing old zones during the War Within announcement? Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're seeing them doing it with dungeons and stuff to a degree, right? Raids and stuff. They're not like updating the graphics of the zone necessarily in this case, but it's crazy that the Silvermoon City still won't let us fly around. I think that's going to change. I really do. I think Silvermoon City of old will be instanced, and it'll be something like old Dalaran that maybe you can chromie time to, or not chromie time, but you know what I mean. Talk to the NPC to go back or whatever, and you probably won't be able to fly there. But I think they're gonna rebuild Stormwind, honestly. Or not Stormwind, Silvermoon. I think it's probably gonna be redone from the ground up. Get it off the same map as the other TBC stuff and let you fly there. I really, really think that's gonna happen. I think if you redid Silvermoon, I'm gonna put it this way. A redone Silvermoon will probably never see as many people, or it would probably see more people than like any other, like a redone Silvermoon and a redone Lordaeron, not Lordaeron, but Gilneas, or even Lordaeron would probably pull in more people than like you've ever seen. You know, like I could see that. I could really see like Silvermoon would be fucking popping, dude. I think Silvermoon's like that horde city that everyone's always wanted to be like relevant because it's elvish and beautiful and huge, but it just never was because we saw it in a state of ruin post Arthas Menethil, and that kind of like fucks it up, right? And so it just like, I would love to, I mean, we saw Suramar, dude. You guys saw what they can do with a proper elven city, and Suramar is perhaps the most beloved city in the entire game. And it's like not even an actual city. I'm scared it's going to be a second Suramar. It can't be, Taro. It's already a capital city. It's never used for anything now. That's because Suramar's not a capital city. You can't count Suramar among the other cities as though it is. It's not on the same level as a Gilneas or an Orgrimmar in terms of faction importance. They were an independent city that, frankly, their society was built on a magic that's not even available to them anymore. So I don't even know if Suramar's going to be able to withstand the collapse of you know, they'll all be freed thankfully to the Arkandor, as you're aware, but like, I just don't know. Suramar honestly probably should have been destroyed like Zinashari was, and it wouldn't surprise me if at some point Suramar is fucking destroyed. But I can't really find like a plot line to do that. You feel confidently that it's going to be a thriving hub for a while to come? I really hope so, dude. If you rebuild Suramar just to make it die or blow it up, then people are going to be pretty fucking mad at you. I'm going to be honest. I think what will happen is Silvermoon will probably end up incorporating some powers of the Void, if that ends up becoming true, or the Sunwell will end up being replaced with like the Radiance of Azeroth or some crazy shit like that, you know? Like, I could either see Void coming in to balance it out, and Silvermoon taking on a balance, which Silvermoon is kind of like a nice, like, etymological naming, you know, option there. I don't know if that's even the right word I should even use. And being able to reunite the elves there would be amazing. And you know what would honestly be fucking incredible? And I've said this before, if the Arathi show up as villains, we could turn this into a reverse of the Troll Wars, where instead of the elves going to battle against the trolls and the humans coming to aid them, it's the elves going to battle against the Arathi and the trolls teaming up to help them. That would go unbelievably hard. I would fucking love that. To see the elves and the trolls like unite in their common heritage and history and like fight back against the oppressive Lightbringers who are gonna subjugate both of them. You know, something crazy like that. That would be fucking awesome. I'd love to see like an inversion of the Troll Wars. What would it mean going forward if the elves were exposed to concentrations of Azerite? I guess it's going to depend on what the truth of the Naru is. The Naru could really be figments of and creations of and the calcified essence of Azeroth. I don't really want to believe that, but that could be what they are. So it depends. Muru being bathed in the light of, you know, in the Sunwell and in the, he says Velen says the light of creation, I'm pretty sure. Bathed in the radiance of creation, I'm pretty sure Velen says. So I don't know, man. Elves are so morphogenic that I just wonder what an Azerite elf would be. I think you have to be careful with how much you do that, because taking the raw essence of creation and destruction and imbuing it into the literal body of mortals is probably a little bit on the too overpowered side. So I just would want them to be very careful with that.